Yep. Okay. I've arrived. I'm not late. The game is late. Look at it. Still loading. Oh. So, as you may have guessed by the thumbnail, the plan this time is to see if we can squeeze any more value out of the Arquebus, or whether I have already created the perfect engine of destruction. And along the way, assuming the heavy industry I started last episode is complete, sometime this episode we have some stuff to build, some other things I'd like to mess around with. But we'll see. We'll see if we get through that progress bar, if the heavy industry builds, if we have enough money to build the top secret project out of it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we are in. Excellent. Loading. Loading? Oh no. Computer. Yeah, Starsector not responding. I'm sure everything is just peachy. Everything is fine. Okay, yep, everything's definitely fine. Oh, right. We had tried this fight last time, and that did not go well. Well, let's get out of here. Not revisiting this, this time. And probably should go put the Rajiana away. I know, we were on our way to, I think, just a random... Okay, yeah, there's no accepted mission, so we are good to just pivot if I am so inclined, which I am inclined. Let's head for the gate and go from there. Do I have something to do it? Oh yeah, talk to Alec. I guess we could do this part while we're here. Just to get it out of the way. Transmit after payment, plus hazard pay. Give me your money. Oh. Okay, well, yep. And now we're done with Alec. Yeah. Sorry for the small delays. Still settling in. Okay. Go to our capital. Away that. Put me into this. Might want to redo the skills. Wonder if the sheath does. Oh yeah, it affects piloted ship. Regardless of size, it seems. Sure, it'll be fine. And where's it going to throw that officer? Well, of course, into Milenos. Is this safety overridden? Let's move it back to the sturdy reinforced bulkheads variant that I normally put the AI in charge of. Here, have maneuvering system. I don't know what else you need. Honestly. ITU? There. Good enough. Fall in line, buddy. Stuff we can store. I don't keep those. We'll keep those here for us in our own personal storage instead of putting them into the resource stockpiles. Okay. What do we get here? Oh, right, Meridian Blueprint. So on the note of mantle bores, remember when I guessed that that was my 5th one? I was wrong. That's the 7th one. Thank you, tech mining. Did we already finish? I don't think we finished the Pirate Crisis. Oh, nope, they're not listed. Sector Pole is listed. That I don't like. I wish that event were disabled by default, but there should be a way to turn it off in here. Yeah. Disable and accelerants colony crises. You may have to reload the game for that to take effect. Nope, it takes effect immediately. Nice. Okay. Made it. Yes, you did, a random person. You're probably in the right place, hopefully. Okay, so the plan here is this thing. This is our starting refit of the day. I do want to keep the ballistic rangefinder. We were doing really good with this thing just covered in railguns. Was quite happy with the absurd amount of shield pressure performance it was doing. Keep that up. Maybe try and stick to the mostly vanilla weapons for now. Yeah, okay. Little side missiles. Oh, see, I say that, but I have a halberd. Choices. So for the side pods, we need something that tracks. Probably we just use harpoons. Is Vengeance fleet size 5x yet? No. Especially with ship pack mods, tons of nifty scrap ship capitals. Yeah, no, there are definitely a lot of ship mods in play. There's a lot that could occur. I wonder if we could support firing 3 Mjolnirs with this thing. Probably not. It would be funny, though. Ooh. Probably not. But we can do my usual. There we go. What is this abomination? This is an Arquebus, not quite a super capital, but a heavier, slightly heavier than an Onslaught, low-tech kind of thing. It is notable for its standoff targeting core, which increases weapon range by 100%, which is pretty rare to have on low-tech. And also additional battlefield vision, so you can aim those weapons, which I really do appreciate. Projectiles go faster. Heavy ballistics integration, we should be no stranger to. Reduces large costs by 10 for ballistics. And then 14th battle group for more armor. You know, in case it needed to get close for any reason. We could just cover it in even more harpoons. But I think I'll do some pylums, some fire and forgets. And we will stick to harpoons on the front, not because it's necessarily the best option, but it's going to lead to me having to manage the fewest number of weapon groups. Okay. Something like that. All of the pylums are on. Okay, that's actually not... It's not what we need. Okay. Move the hypervelocity drivers into that group. Pylums, we want to move back to this group. How does that look? Better. Want the pylums auto-firing all the time, basically. That's fine. And yeah, having the harpoons on alternating so we don't have to throw all of them is probably a good thing. And that's all the ordnance points, basically. We have a ton of story points to play with. We could definitely S-mod in stuff. Mjolnir is kind of a scam. EMP doesn't arc. Useless against turreted weapons. The EMP on a Mjolnir isn't really the selling point. The selling point is usually just the straight, forever consistent damage per second. 533 damage forever against all things averaged. Shield, armor, and hull is kind of is what I would say the major upside is. The EMP, honestly, I completely forgot it even had EMP damage. But yeah, that's not gonna do much, because you're correct, it doesn't arc, which is actually a discussion that someone else and I just had yesterday about another weapon. Yes, there are mods in the Corvus Discord. I don't use mods from Corvus. Not on stream, because there are reasons. We do not have any guns that really would benefit from having expanded magazines. Can't put ITU on. JD fixed that. So my normal cheat is unavailable. I think we'll just take solar chill. We'll take solar chilling. God, solar shielding and chill. Grab automated repair unit, so that we don't have to worry as much about EMP. And for our third S mod, we might as well take advanced turret gyros, not for the turret rotation speed, but for the bonus damage to smaller ships. We'll call it a day. The twin spear from your mod does similar to Mjolnir. Yeah. Flux distributor. True, but a lot of the time we're going to be so far out of range that we won't need... I'm kind of tempted to try triple Hellbore for the meme. For the meme and the theme. Let's do that. See how it goes. Yep, just 3 Hellbores bearing down. Oh, no, I gotta move all my weapon groups around so they don't suck. Actually, that'll work. Let the hypervelocity drivers be on a different group than the railguns. Okay, that away. Fuel. Crew count is good. It's a good count. We have, surveys. Didn't hit sort. There we go. Good enough. And I think I am going to slowly retune the fleet to not be as Arma. But that will be a question for soon. Oh, I actually shouldn't have done that. Do you have any investigators? So we actually want to use the gates because I'm a derp. Okay, that's okay. Well, this was definitely a shortcut. Don't worry about it. Go over to Canaan. Since we have our 3S mod Invictus in storage, we don't really need to be commissioned to the Ludex, especially if we're moving over to using hegemony ships. We can go ahead and resign that commission. Go over to Yangla. How does one readily discard a flat 15% DPS buff? I mean, I don't know. Simply by doing it, by pressing buttons. One thing I've learned playing Starsector is there's always going to be someone who will come in and have a better ship fit. There is literally no winning. However, the S mods are spent, and this is what we've got. So, there we go. Do a little trading, do a little commissioning, bam. Mainly for access to this military market. Onslaught's always S-mod ammo racks and armored weapon mounts, TPC maxing. Ammo racks. Do you mean missile racks, or do you mean expanded magazines? Those are two very different things. The one thing we do need to kind of keep is we need to keep Dawn and at least one of the Fenrises in their current things, because they will not work well without each other, basically. And Dawn is really only good at piloting, well, mobile armors. Alright, watchdogs, it's time. It's time for refund maxing. So we don't need condors. Honestly, probably don't need the second Fenrir if we're gonna ditch the other Lanoses. We'll go all the way in here. Criminal Enforcer. One Eagle. Not actually a whole lot of frigate available. We'll work with those for now. Take an arrowhead. Oh, there's a 14th Eagle. I should have looked first before grabbing this regular Eagle. That's okay. Work in progress, work in progress. Okay, we have 6 officers floating. We have 6 ships there, but we could use about 30 more deployment points worth of combat ships. We'll spend the extra 30k on the non-black market dominator. It'll be fine. Okay. Satisfy my not real OCD by putting all of the ships in the proper row. There we go. And yes, scream your 1,000 screams as I auto-fit these, and then we drive them home, and then we actually fit them. They need guns in case we have fun on the way home. And there we go. A technically low-tech fleet is born. To the gate. Oh, hi. My contraband. You punk. My commission. Yep, we're just gonna disengage. Okay, we'll earn that rep back. I don't actually know how, or if you even can, repair your reputation with, like, NPC captains in the world. Doesn't seem to be a way to do that. They just hold grudges forever, which is hilarious. Big wrecked onslaught and not a whole lot else. Okay. Check one more market, see if there's anything interesting, and then head to home to do more refits. Mora, hey, there's a mecha. Accelerated ammo feeder, 2 larges, 14 deployment points. We can trade up to a 14th Enforcer. We got fighter bays, 7 fighter bays, so we're fine. And we'll try that guy. Close enough. Give them stuff for the ride home. And we are gonna need a bit more crew. Boom. And we'll just take all those supplies, it's fine. Alright. Back home, put proper weapons on all of this, and then we will move on to gameplay. Also, how is the orbital 44, or heavy industry? 44 days, 44 days. Well, we're getting there. The people of Starsector are basically dwarves. Yeah, in the sense of being highly skilled and not seeing the sun and all of that. I'd say that's pretty fair. Okay. So, all of these briefly do something with. Heh. Lance. Cha-ching. Small point defense. Sure. Remember what I said about only using vanilla weapons? I lied. There. The ship is you. Escort package. ITU. Vents. Caps. Largest. How fast is this? 91 speed is not bad. Can it run 2 Storm Needlers? Maybe. Maybe. See how that goes. Holding grudges and mining every object they can find. Yeah, that's fair. Medium ballistics, rear facing. What? I don't think we're going to use these slots. I don't know about those straight back ones. Okay, some of these face forward. It's okay, I have like 300 Vulcan cannons. Range on this one is 1,000. Okay, it is just a normal thermal pulse cannon with no tricks. But we have hard points. We don't need to. Yeah, bam. These could be anything else. Starburst flak cannon, no description yet. Curious to see what it does, so we're going to slap those on there. Much point defense. That's okay. Alright. ITU, where are you? Bam. I don't know. We're just gonna put escort package on everything. I'm sure it's fine. Maybe not everything. We do have an eagle here. Point defense. Laser, laser. Laser, laser, laser. Right, we have silly Measurin thing. Boom. Then again, kind of wanted to do ion beams and gravitons because they're funny. Graviton. Downscaled high intensity laser, sure. You take that. There we go. Wouldn't Starsector be more like elves, create abominations, screwed up gilzillion years in the future? Dwarves do that too. They dug too greedily and too deep. Instead of the moon, drop the Astropolis. Oh my. Flynn! Welcome back. I mean, you're in the Discord pretty frequently, but I don't know if I've seen you in a stream in a while. Congratulations. Glad you could make it. Oh, words. Words are hard. Festus Gun. Mark 9, where are you, my friend? There we go. Alright. Double flackies. see here. Rear guns are important. Back to point defense. Don't get fighter swarmed. Back to regular guns. Railguns for days. ITU and rangefinder. Kind of flux heavy. It'll probably be fine. We don't have the ordnance points to put mini briefs on it. I thought about it. They are right there up at the top. I know. We'll just do pylums. Oh, yeah, we are kind of most of that's the point defense group though, right? 440, 400 from railguns. Yeah. So our actual effective firing is something like 1,200, which it should be able to do. Another eagle. We'll set it up about similar to the other one that we did. Maybe make this one a little more close range. Let's look at things in the 700 to 800 range. Funny grenade launcher is hilarious. Stick that on there. Sure. Double tracers. What could go wrong? Actually, that's a lot of shield pressure. You need something to shred armor other than Reapers. Let's find you something. Something like a couple heavy mortars. There. It's asymmetrical, but I'll have to live. Not missile autoloader. No, 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 no. That's a misclick. There we go. Okay, we're finally done fitting everything. Will it blend? Will it work? That is the question. We also probably don't need nearly as many drugs since only Dawn's mecha is going to be consuming them. Assign officers. Okay. Repair. Let's go find something to shoot. 7 days remaining. No! How about this one? 50. Oh, he's too tiny. Okay. Back to the center of the map. See if we can get the bounties to refresh. It's weird that it did a level up noise when the MRC reprisal ended. That's strange. Probably not ready for that out the gate. And then there's a pirate starbase. Okay. Let's go do this one. Giant primary star, gas giant. Could be a few places. Totally forgot you installed this on your new PC. Well, good news, Vecta. You're here. It's raining like heck and your internet keeps cutting in and out. You're normally not up at this time because of school, but don't have class today. Well, I'm glad you made it, Lynn. It sucks that your internet's dying. Dominator, glorious budget fleet anchor. Indeed, RC laws. This eagle looks like it's made of wood. Far too many D-mods to be fleet-worthy. If it's not pristine, it belongs in the latrine. Excellent. Is that a more 14th capital ship you see? Yes, we are today driving the Arquebus as our primary thing. But yes, you're absolutely right. Latrine. Latrine the Eagle. Until the D-mods are recovered, then maybe I'll remember to give it a better name. Yes, having played quite a few episodes using just mobile armors and mecha and things, I wanted to do something different. Oh no, we have not recovered our combat readiness. That's unfortunate. It's okay. This the selector thinks this will be easy. So we'll give it a spin. Alright. Don't worry about it. It's just a lot of Hellbores. What could go wrong? Oh my god, they fire so fast. How far do they go past that range marker? Pretty far. Turn. Carrier, I don't like that you're in front of me. I have maneuvering jets. I was going to say, I don't think I have a way to fix that, but I do. Strange that it doesn't have burn drive. Instead has M-jets. Burn drive might make it too silly, though, with all of the extra range. Oh, my throat. With all the extra range it has. Find me a target. On the right. Oh, I didn't redo my captain skills either to focus completely into ballistics. It'll probably be fine. We're just going to point all of our railguns at that Shinoria and let the pressure begin. Till he backs off. We'll find a new target. Can't back out forever. Hellbores. Oh yeah, there we go. Cracked. Triple Hellbore is totally fine. Don't worry about it. Load. Perfect. Rotate. Just go ahead and vent. Yep, that's shield pressure. Okay. Problem is everyone is faster than us. It's hard to get anyone in range that would want to take hits, and why would they? Crunch. We do a ton of damage. Ouch, almost. Oh, we took a hit on the back right? Or have we just not had that armor this whole time? I haven't been paying attention. Hellbores. Hellbores again. Perfect. Victory event. Yeah, I don't know if we actually needed the harpoons. It's probably overkill against anything that's small. We would need a target that wouldn't die to a handful of Hellbore volleys. Oh, hello, Plunder. Get out of here. He blocked them. Punk. Second volley. Third volley. Good. Perfect. Oh, that's not good. That's bombers. Very fast bombers. Thunk. Armor stands no chance against this. Not against 3 overlapped Hellbore bullets. Perfect. But yeah, seems to be working. I don't think we've lost anyone, and I think we don't need to worry about the avoid markers. I think we're going to be just fine here. Ah, hit him. Perfect. Okay, he's dead before we can orient. Is there no game sound? That's a good question. Is there no game sound? Oh, there's no game sound. You're right. Thank you for catching that. Is there game sound now? Yes, there should be. If there's still no game sound, please spam the chat harder. UAF armor mech would be so cool. Find it strange that in the Iron Shell description they say the ship was designed to counter rogue drones. Don't know, man. Missile threats offered by derelicts. Yeah, that's... I don't know, maybe they're referring to other modded stuff. In the end, the only actual drone ship is the silo. Basically shoots a Reaper. Kind of. How would this do against an HMI Choo-Choo? That's a good question. Have I ever tried Invictus with 4X Devastators? I have not. I have kept my Invictus pristine and kitted with, well, what's it called? 2 Mark 9s and 2 Hellbores. That's what I've used the whole time on it. Check out prior episodes for footage of that, if desired. Chonk. Okay, now let's just use some harpoons. Oh, my harpoons. Excellent. We are intentionally not trying to target, although our ship is just going to keep here. Hold fire, hold fire. We don't want to break the thrusters. It would be good if it would maintain rotation, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Too late. Harpoons. Very good. And we'll have to manually drive around and get the last module. The last gun-related module, anyway. So slow. Turning. What harpoons we have left. And on target. Down. Come on. There we go. Correct. Bounty target was the starbase, so success. Good evening. Hello, Onyxarius, and welcome. You could have salvaged the starbase. You're right, I could have salvaged the starbase, but the starbase is not what I'm doing today. Although it is hilarious, I will allow that. Today, we are playing low-tech. And a few Eagles, don't worry about it, and a few Mecha, but mostly low-tech. Mostly hegemony. I wanted to see what I could do with the Arquebus, and on the note of seeing what I can do with the Arquebus, let's respec ourselves a little bit to make the Arquebus more ballistics. And we actually do still want targeting thingy. Anything for... oh, I know it would give us active vent rate. Polarized armor would give us active vent rate. I think rotation speed from helmsmanship will continue to be important. And let's just buff our armor, and elite impact mitigation is also going to give us more maneuverability. That should do it. Without sacrificing the rest of the build. Did I actually put in the solar shielding on this? I did. Do we just repair really slowly? Oh yeah, recovery 3% per day. And Well, I don't need to be hitting the top menuing. 12% loss per battle, 3% recovery per day. Okay. Wait, repairs halted. Oh, this is my fault. I have had it on resume all repairs. We'll just click that just to be sure. I've had it on frozen repairs because I fat-fingered a button somewhere at some point. It's all my fault. Curses. Alright, let's have a look at Mr. Chicken. None of those are the mission that I like. Ask about freeing the contact. No, I'm not attacking Ragnar Complex. I'm not doing satellites. No, no, no. Okay, we'll come back to him later. Arms dealer. I am specifically looking for... It's probably under low tech. Yeah. Brendel, Anger, Ventura, Reprieve, Expedition. No, they don't have the thing I want. Okay, how about... Ooh. We have the Juza and the Juna. These are the things I was planning on building once the heavy industry is up. Some of the things. We only have 11 days till heavy industry is up. It'll be cheaper just to do it through the through our own abilities. I feel like since I have all of these story points floating, I should probably use them. Should probably use some of them at least. Especially since we just gained a ton of bonus EXP for dismantling the previous fleet. Yeah, not as much as I thought. We have enough bonus EXP that would net us, like 8 story points. Not a ton. Thrusters. Yeah, I don't know what else he needs. How does one even build a wolf? We'll just do like that and call it a day. And actually, the other thing I should probably S-mod would be our... We don't need this Tarsus. He can go away. Would be our logistics ships. Oh my gosh, I'm here. Even though it doesn't award bonus EXP, it'll save us a lot of money in the long run to have solar shielding and efficiency overhaul modded in. And what else would we do? Do I now augment and drive field? Or are we not at a dock? We're not docked. That has to be the explanation. Surely I have drive field, yeah. This stage. And here, have some surveying equipment. Make them faster. And high-res sensors. I know, we could do another S-mod on each, but I'm not in a hurry. The drive field. We still have ships to mod. Just jam those in. Give him speed, the gift of speed. And then he can just be tanky. That's fine. Okay. Enough S-modding. Let's see if we can do this. Yellow primary star, frozen world, sorry for flickering. There we go. Hello Noah, and welcome. Eagles count as low-tech, I promise. Yeah, well, I had originally wanted to get 2 of these, but there was only 1. So we have this one for now. Shouldn't elite combat endurance be optimal here? You make the mistake of assuming that I am playing optimally. Ducky is the #1 demod lover. We are fixing the demods right there with hull restoration. They're going away eventually, but I don't mind them. If you have a bunch of demods, it means you get to deploy more ships. But no, it is an occasional misconception, like I make a lot of Starsector content, I've made some guides and some stuff. Doesn't mean I'm actually a good player, or an optimal player, or that I'm labbing out the best possible build. Which may be disappointing to some, but I am just normal man. There are far, far better Starsector content boys than me if you are looking for optimal. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Did I save before this? I guess we're gonna find out if I lose. We are gonna want those in play. We'll use the Crummy Eagle, deploy the latrine.
Abomination. Demons from hell itself are before us. We pray to Providence to pass this test which has been given unto our unworthy selves.
That's right, Don. Keep praying. Maybe that'll help. Okay, we are gonna need to hold the middle position on this one. Ouch. Rock. Onslaught Mark 1 in the void. The Onslaught Mark 1 is vanilla. It is fine. It works, but I usually will avoid running one-of-a-kind ships for the most part when I play. I don't normally use the Onslaught Mark 1 for much, or the Ziggurat, just... so I prefer to build with tools and toys that are more readily available, and that I can have multiples of. It's a habit I developed from playing a lot of Iron Man in this game. Even though we are not currently on Iron Man right now, my thought process hasn't really... I just don't change, I guess, even though I could. I suppose the other short answer would be that just the Ziggurat particularly isn't very interesting to me. I don't really enjoy driving phase ships unless it is a Grendel or a Gremlin. I should do a Gremlin stream sometime, where we make the Grendel do hilarious things or die trying. Mostly probably die trying. Stay in range. Perfect. There we go. We are standing off. Get overloaded, nerd. One more volley if it'll reach. Oh, the reduced damage. Okay, okay. Closer to... Oh no, I'm overloaded. Luckily, that onslaught does not have Typhoon Reapers in its medium slots, so we're fine. Did, we would not be fine. Reaper, or not Reapers, harpoons! A flurry of harpoons that he will just shoot down with Devastators. Of course, never mind. We need to actually overload a target before we can do that, I suppose. Okay. Fired your TPCs, now face the wrath of my 6 railguns. Look at that damage. It's just the railguns and hypervelocity drivers that did all that pressure. Not that the Hellbores would help much with shield pressure, but here we are. Ooh, his Devastator's disabled. Harpoon's out. Hopefully they won't all drop due to his ally shooting them. Yeah, okay, 3 made it through. I'll take that. We might be better off just using a stacks of Reapers. That was my first instinct. And yeah, doing good. And they've positioned themselves just so that we can shoot past their shields on both of them. What a poor choice. There we go. Onslaught's down. Playing super optimally is boring anyways. Starsector's improved by embracing the suck. That's fair. And like we'll get to optimal, you know, sometimes. Kind of like that most about my content. I simply just brawl enemies. Yeah, that's my main default is just running in and trying to dredge up ideas for next save. Low tech and high tech have phase ships. Midline doesn't. Domain didn't want untested alien tech in general fleet doctrine. Perhaps. Some of the really fun mechs in AA are phase ships. This is true. Yeah, with a hail of harpoons. Laws knows where I'm coming from. What is an optimal build? Just send ships at enemy, and if don't win, try again. Yeah. Optimal build is whatever keeps the enemy alive and you... the enemy not alive and you alive. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing, is... it is... The game is designed for the player to eventually be able to win, even at average skill level, because it is a single player sandbox kind of venture. Of course you can. There's a guy in my Discord who specializes in modding the game to be particularly brutal and punishing. I have nothing but respect for him, but I cannot play that way. I would go nuts. Okay, I think we're good enough here to break up things and allow for roaming, except for our little vulnerable carrier. So we're gonna go up the middle. We'll take the Bad Eagle as our escort and try and pressure them before they can, or prevent the enemy from having any chance at controlling the center of the board. Basically. Oh, okay, I tried to shoot those to see if we could get him in as the damper field fell, but screwed it up, or maybe he just activated again. One of the two. Bet the Mora doesn't have a good solution to harpoons. No. Perfect. Oh, Reaper. Nope, okay. We got it. Nope, he got it. Good. Arrowhead. Jonk. Crunch. The Arrowhead is like a half of an onslaught, quite literally. It's got the Scorch Cannon on the nose. Fairly good amount of ballistic slots besides that. Just most oriented left-right for point defense. I've been so focused driving my ship, I haven't really been looking at how the Arrowhead performs. I haven't deployed it either, so there is no performance to look at. Nope. Rotate. Bad Mora. Okay, and we're out of harpoons. Waiting for Damper Field to run out of charges before firing Hellbore. Bam. There we go. Just on the other note of optimal in relation to today, the rest of my fleet may not be optimal, but this thing, the Arquebus, I think, might be. Or it might just be strong. Just due to number and orientation of gun slots. And then, of course, put in player hands where it can be slightly aggressive and shoot things down, all of that. you can personally cover for a lot of glaring weaknesses of a fleet just by destroying stuff personally. Okay, they're not done fighting. But instead of getting personal this time, I'm going to give my hands a break. I really need to get this officer out of the Venture and into maybe the Wolf or something, so that he can do useful things. We will just send in the boys. I was going to go into detail on that fleet build, but too many words. Yeah, no, typing a lot is hard. Triple Hellbore is brutal. It's like throwing really big explosive rocks, indeed. Nope, I think a fleet with 2 or 3 arquebuses as its primary everything, and then just maybe backed by a pile of enforcers and condors would be pretty silly. Pretty effective, as long as they all didn't, as long as the arquebuses overlapped their fields of fire. Imagine that kind of range and rate of fire, but instead of 3 Hellbores, there are 9 Hellbores hitting a target. That's probably enough to melt any smaller ship, as long as they were allowed to gang up. And I think the Eagle build is working. Not so much this one. Tracers are just funny. Ones that fire everywhere and then slowly narrow down their accuracy. Okay, I think the enemy fleet might be done. Yeah, they're done. Grab our little wolf. Okay, and remember to move the officer out of our venture and into... Bam. Wolf. Throw that metal back. And good. How are we looking on colony meter? Not bad. We can probably honestly afford to go AI core hunting, yeah, and see about buffing up our planets further. Oh yeah, the heavy industry's probably done, right? Yeah, okay. So the heavy industry being done, that means I can build one of each of the things I wanted to mess with later. We'll get those. And if I can, let's see, which ones do I have? 3 of this type. We're just going to queue up 10 of each of these for later. There we go. Fleet Doctrine, rocks fall, everybody dies. Yeah. It could work. Ooh. Is that a fleet, or is that a ghost? Okay. Oh, hi. What? They want to talk? Nope, they don't feel like they want to talk. Also, they don't look like a Persian League fleet. I see some stuff in there the Persian League shouldn't have access to. Oh, Persian League Large Strike Fleet, parentheses, MRC. Not friends. Not friend-shaped. Arrowhead, get out there. Show me what you're made of.
I'm looking forward to sharing a round of drinks with you all, once we've dusted off from this battle.
Okay. What time are we at? Oh, we're at the hour mark. No wonder I'm feeling, like, slightly thirsty. Okay, autopilot, show me what you can do with the Arquebus while I drink and stretch. Pile of noises. Yeah, tricky. So I don't really know the mechanics whereby the MRC fleets, or whereby Arma makes these fleets. or even what the lore is. I assume they're just playing, the MRC is just playing mercenary for whoever will pay them at the time for their cause. Basically the same thing I would be doing as a pilot if I weren't building a colony. Working for whoever gave me access to the tech I wanted. For the payday. Okay. AI Arquebus, how do you do? Pretty good, honestly. It's firing everything. It's maintaining a bit more distance than I would like, but that's normal for an AI ship. It's missing shots. Trying to be too accurate with the Hell Wars. That's okay. Effective enough. Effective enough that I bet we could get a few more of them and leave them under steady AI hands. Win games. Hello from Night Shift in NH, New Hampshire. What's the pros cons of the Arquebus? AFI, yeah, MRC are sort of a pirate faction. Yes, this is true. Except that unlike pirates, these ones are marked yellow for bursting leak. So the Arquebus, let me take manual control real quick. Stop, stop, stop. Stop killing everything so I can talk about you. The main thing about the Arquebus is that it has these 3 large mounts down the middle, so most of its damage is theoretically only in this straight line. But what it does have is 6, you can see the railguns here when we zoom in, 6 very generously placed small mounts. And those railguns deal, because they have a pretty good fire. Let me see here. Look at those firing arcs. And so as long as we're pointed at something in this 30-degree cone, we bring a ton of firepower to bear. Now, without maneuvering jets turned on, this is our rotation speed even with all the buffs we can stack. But with M-jets, we can quickly orient to a target and launch devastating Hellbore barrage. Our downside is basically the same as piloting an onslaught in that we cannot disengage very easily. We can't back up. We're very slow when maneuvering jets is on cooldown. Speed 51 with our shield down. With our shield up. Oh, having our shield up doesn't cut our speed in half? Question marks? Ignore that. Oh, I missed a shot. And of course, the Arquebus is only as good as your ability to aim its shots. That's the thing. Even against a monitor with Fortress Shield up, 6 railguns is a lot of damage. So we're a bit less vulnerable to being flanked than an onslaught. We have probably actually less damage potential, so we don't have the TPCs, we just have the 3 larges, and I guess we do have the Devastators. The Devastators are actually built in. Can't change those. So maybe that puts us at better than an onslaught for damage. I'm not quite sure. Lots of pros, some cons. It is expensive to run and very slow to repair. 50 deployment points is an investment. And finding them is the other thing, is I've only gotten a hold of the one, and I think I got this from a bounty. Just let the railguns deal with him. So there is the scarcity problem, which, you know, in late game will resolve, because we'll have all the blueprints and heavy industry and that kind of thing. But getting to that stage is the hard part. Okay. Despite how well we're doing, there's a lot of everyone being everywhere here. But they're basically down 2 carriers, and that's really bad for them. Yep, there's the end of battle notification. Okay, that wasn't even a bounty, they just They just wanted to attack us. Didn't want to talk. Well, we showed them. Roll that away. Back to what we were doing. We never stood up to stretch. Dang it. Okay, let me get to this system, and then I think I will go make a tea or something. Okay, here we are. Over the high danger system. Oh, not save and exit. No, no, no. What am I doing? Okay, save the game. Let's see here. I feel like it's designed to be reminiscent of big World War II battleships. Yeah, no, definitely. In the sense that it only has the forward firing. Reminds you of French Richelieu? Words. Class battleship. It has 2 quad turrets on front of ship. I am not very much of a IRL ship buff. My thing when I was a kid was, well, dinosaurs, followed by tanks. Tanks of World War II was my jam, and my dad used to assemble little models of them and stuff in 1/72nd scale. So like the base, the bottom of the tank would be about as big as a smartphone, roughly, maybe a little larger, depending on the model. But ships and naval stuff was not really our forte. Okay. So while I'm gone, let me just deploy some stuff to keep you entertained. Do like that. There. Put it on autopilot. World War II battleships were broadsiders, Arquebus is a frontsider, dinosaurs and tanks are basically the same, eh? Perhaps. Okay, so I'll be back shortly. I have returned. Where are we? Whew. Okay. Outside of high danger system. Looking for AI cores. Let's sit here for a minute and let our ships repair. Might be important. And repair. What are we repairing? Venture. What's the tube in the center of the arquebus? The tube? This tube, my 3 hellbores? Or like this little white bit, that's just cosmetic, that's like the bridge or whatever. The tube is the hellbores. Yep, those are the 3 gun mounts. We pull them off. It's actually like, it looks kind of the same as that mount point, but larger and layered on top of each other. That's what's going on there. I know, it's kind of visually confusing. But I get why they're directly on top of each other for gameplay purposes. Yeah, 3 stacked hellbores. Yeah, that's why we're doing so much damage. That's what's going on. 9.7. Waiting. Okay, that should be, yeah, fully repaired. Okay, let's save here. And let's go gamble with the remnant. Perhaps the scan will attract some. Or we're too far out. The nice thing about this high danger system in particular is, got the gate right here. We can just leave and go home. Alright, there's a little baby Ordo. Got a lot of little alpha cores in there. Little snacks. Little friends. Boom. I don't know. I don't know what we need. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how to play Starsector. It's just deploy ships and pray. Dominator, you're with me. So you have a horrible reputation for dying when you get isolated. There's a fire support piece. He's quite well-rounded. Armor, shield, pylons, railguns. He's going to be great. If he lives. But they don't have any big scary things. But because I am playing with a variety of mods, they do have some nasty cruisers in their lineup. Including one that can my Wamo teleport behind you. Can be rough. Well, let's get in there. Oh yeah, he's got the double storm needlers. I already forgot what I gave him, so I'm still on top of things. Yeah, like this guy. A phase ship with phase skimmer. Extremely balanced. Excellent challenge piece. Because he can just do that when he's fluxed out. Okay, it's fair to miss a shot on a glimmer. I was like, I'll be disappointed in myself, but no. It's fine. Okay. Oh, big beam. I have armor. Come on, hit him. Nice. I'll just throw all those harpoons down lane. Chase him. Only 1 harpoon from that volley got in. Sucks. Chase him. Don't worry about what's shooting up our side. It's fine. Just gonna run our target to the wall. He should be good. The harpoon should have him. Yep. Okay. Let's spin. Oh no. I need that carrier alive. We seem awfully spread out, and like we've run out of ships somehow. Like that. Get hellboard in the engines. You are toast. Toast, I say. Oh god. Just gonna huck harpoons at him. I think this one can teleport too. I don't remember. We'll see here in a second. Oh, he rotates faster than we can aim. Ah, and he does teleport. Ah. So, there we go. The weakness of the Arquebus. He does not do well when he is flanked. He wants to throw down the frontal firepower. Iota returning for round 2. Oh, and our maneuvering jets wore off. Ah, our turn speed. Got him. Perfect. Get him. Hey, one harpoon got through. Just keep firing. This one does not seem faster. The other one was able to back away from us. That one not so much. Railgun should be enough for the lumen. Okay. Don't know. Where is it? Just that glimmer? It's probably just that glimmer. Oh, nope, there's a phase ship. Being a phase ship with phase skimmer. Toasted. Alright. Nope, we're still chasing down the glimmer. Okay, we're not done yet. The situation should resolve itself, though. Eventually. Get back here, Glimmer. Can't run forever. Very good. Alright, let's recover our ships and spin the wheel. 1 AI core, nice. And in the salvage, none. I guess we'll scrape up the debris field here just to have it done. Okay, save. And we'll go dark and repair. And save again. Kind of feel like I might want systems expertise. Just to make the rotating go a little better. We'll go like this, just swap that for more maneuvering jets powers. Alright, and shoot through supplies. Low tech. Hey, there's a ship or a fleet flying north. Probably repaired enough. We'll just start heading toward him, especially if he's alone. That'd be good for us. Yes. Yes, he is. Oh, okay. They have the scary thing. Are we on time? Hour and 20. Okay, so this one has the Star, the standard drone battle carrier, which I think I was trying to get one of these in a prior run. I don't remember if I ever did, but it's quite good. With a 0.4 shield flux to damage ratio. And a good spread of weaponry. You know, this might be a prime candidate for the lightning thingy's gun, but we're not built to salvage one right now, so that'll have to be a future me problem. Alright. We actually do want the sensor jammer.
An abomination. Demons from hell itself are before us. We pray to Providence to pass this test which has been given unto our unworthy selves.
Do it like that. What mod adds the Star? I'm pretty sure the Star is added by a Yunru. Yeah, Yunru High Tech. That is where the Star is from. Oh, I just remembered there's another ship I need to put in for custom production. We'll get there. Lock the Dominator and the it's fine. I was debating unlocking Storm Needler Boy to me, but we'll get by. Oh, missed. Missed the Lumen with the Hellbors. Oh, perfect. Got him before he could warp. Alright. From here, guess the comm relay is what we have. Oh, and there's the star. We're just gonna queue ball it up order right here on the comm relay. Hold the line. Had I thought it through, I might have swapped some of my large guns on this to be good against shield. Okay, a star is not... It's not deigned to close the gap yet, so let's work on these guys. Oh, heck. He teleport. Ah! In such a way that I can't even pressure him. Oh, okay. My arrowhead. Get out of here. I do see the star on the left. I've not forgotten. Oh, no. Fenris, you're blocking my view here, friend. Batship can strafe. Okay, well, he's opted to surround himself in our ships, so I'll take it. This is by far the easiest star fight I've had in ever, just because he chose to do that. Gotcha. Overloaded. Fenris, you're so stupid all the time. I keep him for his ship system, not for his intelligence. Close to point defense range. Fuck. Okay. And we should be good to spread out and let our ships work. Quest made to fire ahead. Let's go gambling. Yep, all of those. What is that ship doing to poor Enforcer? That's horrible. Make it stop. Yup, Enforcer Bullier 9000. Time for regular drive to work stream listening. Nice. Also, welcome to the stream, Ben. Good to see you again. I don't think you were here earlier? No, scrolling up, it doesn't look like it. So yay, more people. I am, in fact, baffled. We have apparently 34 people here, according to the metrics. It's almost double normal. So, hello. All you people, all you lurkers, etc. Okay, there's AI core. Again. We're back the metal. How many we got? Two? Two and some smalls. Made it. Jussum, you made it. And it's actually during the stream. Not close to me ending or anything. Here for at least another half hour. We'll see how I feel. We are currently using a low-tech fleet to farm AI cores in a high-danger system. Cozy nighttime Starsector is good. Someone's got to do it. You know, I went because I was like, oh man, I should probably do the YouTuber thing. I should probably be on Twitch sometime. So I went and like recovered my Twitch password and logged back in. It's like, oh, they cut the requirements for reaching affiliate on Twitch, which is where you get monetized. They cut those requirements by half since I was last on the platform. You need like 25 followers instead of 50, that kind of thing. So it was like, oh, then I would have to stream on Twitch, and that would be painful. So I don't know how I got to that subject, but here we are. Oh, cozy nighttime Starsector. Oh yeah, the reason was I went to the Starsector Scrabgory, the Starsector category on Twitch, and you know how many channels there were playing Starsector? One guy playing Starsector on Twitch. Why is there so few people? And on the one hand, it's like, oh, there's only one guy. Well, I could be the second guy. And that would be, you know, a market I could corner, but time spent on Twitch is time lost on YouTube, where I'm already established. So, that's all of that. But it's just baffling to be like, oh, the game has a good number of followers. There's just no one that streams it? Question marks? Not at the time I was on. Stupid internet being offline to stupid maintenance they don't know how to fix. You might drop every now and then. Aw, well, awkward. It isn't an inherently streamable game. Lots of time spent traveling and mulling over the refit screen. Doesn't get exciting for streams until endgame, and yet, you say it's not very streamable, and yet, look where we are. Look where we are. It is, I think it is streamable. And the thing about the downtime is that you have to, it's not just the game that has to hold an audience's attention, it's the person. And as long as the person can maintain that audience, you can have a boring game. I have seen people boot up Roller Coaster Tycoon and not play at all and just talk and entertain tens, hundreds of people. The game is only part of the equation. Alright, that's a Nova cracked. And you do have a point though about maybe the early game not being as interesting. But the early game at the level of, you know, wherever I'm at in terms of skill, I'm not in the early game for very long unless I want to be. Takes less than 10 hours to hit like level 5, 10, pilot level. And then it's kind of, it starts becoming a fair game, do what you want kind of thing. Oh, there is one other guy I remember on Twitch that I saw streaming once, a guy named Maple Daddy. He plays with a lot more mods than me, but it was interesting to see. So there are two streamers on Twitch that I know of that do Starsector. On the reg. Also true about streamer carrying the game. Yeah. Watching Tex stream RimWorld. I know RimWorld, I don't know who Tex is. I confess that I don't follow a ton of content creators that are not also VTubers. That's just the niche of entertainment I've ended up watching the most in the past 5 years. Even in a subcategory, there are so many people now. "43 minutes until caught up. Yunru, what are you doing in the live, gang? Go to bed." Oh, missed the Hellbore on the Glimmer for the third or fourth time. Sometime I'm gonna land it, and it's gonna be very satisfying. He's just gonna explode. See how much more chill this Remnant battle has been, because they don't have any of the ships that can teleport? Not a bad thing, or a good thing, just a chill thing. Boom! Get piled. Okay, we are basically done here. Let autopilot handle it. Tex is great, oh, is it the guy that does all the Battletech narrations? Never mind, I do know him. You just have to mention Battletech in the same line. Yeah, Tex does Battletech, I think. Was that his... It's been a while. I'm gonna pull him up on YouTube to see what he's done lately. I used to watch his, like, lore videos. Just kind of fell off at some point when, yeah, Black Pants Legion, that's the guy. Just gonna open that full playlist for later. Looks like there was one 11 months ago. Yeah, okay. Speaking of, you know what's really wild? RimWorld has a PvP scene? Ew. Why would you put PvP in the RimWorld? No. Why? And how? How would you PvP in RimWorld? I don't understand. Like, maybe speedrunning... Holy... So, I don't know why they've all coordinated to show up like this, but here we are. Okay, we're going to spend a story point to disengage just to be able to save the game at this point. Yeah, okay, a multiplayer mod, I guess, man. That'll do it. Oh, okay. Okay, we've caught a wave of small ones. What would this repair? The Enforcer? Don't care. Alright, let's see how we do with a 100% difficulty Remnant battle. Yeah, I'll use the Dominator. Okay. Let's go ahead and hold the sensor jammer. Yeah, why though, indeed. Trading system mod. That would be kind of cool to, like, play with just a few friends and send like items back and forth. I could see that being a thing, but PvP RimWorld. People will make PvP out of everything if you let them. Yeah, I actually just talking about this 2 streams ago with Lemuel. I started playing MechWarrior, the PC series, on MechWarrior 2, which I had for DOS when I was a child, and I didn't understand the visuals because it wasn't a James Bond game or Halo, so I scrapped it, didn't play it. It was only once I got a hold of a copy of MechWarrior 3 from someone's dad that I started to understand. And then I played probably hundreds, if not thousands of hours of MechWarrior Mercenaries. Okay, we're just gonna take all that on armor. Oh, that's a lot. And I haven't really played anything beyond MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. That was kind of my game. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're holding. Just the cost of a lot of armor. Okay. Oh no, Dominator now. I looked away for 1 second, you did what Dominators do. You got in trouble. You got flamed out. Boom. Got a glimmer. Got a glimmer with the triple help. Oh no. Okay, he's good, he's good. I knew all those Vulcans would come in handy. Oh, whiff. Go, harpoons, go, go. Okay. Oh no. Got that Typhoon launcher, you're gonna do it? Nope. But yeah, if I had properly built for this, maybe Sabos, maybe a Mark 9 in the large slots, we could be more optimal, but it's too late. It's too late, we're already in the fight. I never did, I wanted to get into, specifically the older editions of Tabletop Battletech that had the rules for tanks and aircraft and stuff for combined arms battles, instead of some of the more current rule sets that just are like the 4v4 lance-to-lance combat. I liked the idea of the world and setting as a full warfare simulation, not just the mechs. Because that was kind of how the missions played out in MechWarrior as well. Was you would not always be fighting mechs, you would fight lots of tanks and destroy installations and stuff. It was always very, very fun to child me. Alright, let's just deploy the arrowhead and hope for the best. This is why we saved before the fight. Nice, right as his shield's dropped. Perfect shot. Perfect. Get railgunned. Tap. Okay. So I'll give myself an escort order, just in case it comes to that. Landed the shot on the Glimmer, perfect. And there he goes. The 4v4 stuff is just what they recommend for learning. Fun fact, those rules basically haven't changed, they're just in the advanced rules. Nice. Good to know. Again, I looked at them years ago and was like, oh, this would be really cool to get into, and then I looked at my, my available space in my room and was like, yep, no room here for a table that big. So, just kind of haven't worried about playing games that use a bunch of table models in a while. And the nearest, like, game store that would provide anything like that is pretty far from here. Not a convenient distance to travel. So, Hellborn. I feel like we lack front-facing point defense because the spark bombers keep getting in on me. There's another one down. Good job, Enforcer. Tank it. Oh. Oh, almost on the Glimmer again. Almost. Perfect. Good job, Enforcer. Good job catching all those sparks to the face. Done well. Done your duty. Yeah, no, the Devastators are an auto-fire. Just don't quite face forward enough. Okay, we are out of harpoons, so I no longer need to think about them. Good. Oh, whiff. Come on. There we go. Oh, maybe we can do it. There are virtual tabletops, but if I'm going to be on my computer to play a game, I could just play a video game. My strength and faith in the fandom is not so great that, given the opportunity to just play a normal RTS, that I wouldn't just play the normal RTS. Part of the appeal of tabletop for me is the getting away from the computer, right? And getting to the table and standing around the table and talking with humans at the table. And that can't quite be recreated through virtual tabletop, even if there were humans that wanted to play, right? It would be the game, but it wouldn't be the experience. Crunch. Okay, let's turn around and help the rest of the fleet. Yeah, definitely. Those boys in. Believe in us. Ow, 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 shut up! Oh, hammers. Who gave you hammers? You monster. Engines are out. Side Devastator not saving us. Ah, he teleport. Oh, I hate him. Get off my arrowhead. Oh, there he goes again. Two fluxed. Can't hellbore. There we go. There's one hellbore. Firing them individually. It's working. Ish. Okay. Legion, Venture, and then we're kind of out of ships. Nice. Spin on that Iota before he do that. Okay, we blocked the hammer with the nose shield. Very good. Ouch, EMP. Lots of EMP. Oh, overloaded. Help. Help me, Eagle. Okay, I'd bind this guy for cover. Even in death, he still serves. Good. Rotate and finish that scintilla. Okay. Get out of here. Perfect. Oh, okay, I think we've got this. Does Ducky play D&D? I will come back to that after I finish reading everything. Enemy vehicle deploy. Should I play? Room gotta go fast. Venture is still meh. Rude, my Venture. Old 65 Savannah Master Ship. Oh man, there's a cat outside just row, row. Let's close that window. I think I'd even take the same points of brawlers over one Venture. Well, that's where we differ. The Venture is a civilian hull, so it's basically free. It's a Venture, I don't know what you're expecting from it. Yeah, that's also true. Like, the Venture is there to be a brick and die, and that is its life. So do I play D&D? Not very often, and not much anymore ever since I moved some towns away from my old group. So basically, I played D&D very rarely. I ran D&D very often for over a decade now. Like, Past few years don't count because I haven't run very many games at all, but especially, well, in my 20s, a decade ago, that was like an every weekend affair, and I was DMing, and I was occasionally then playing in one of my friends' games. So I have a lot of experience, and still a lot of love for the game. If y'all ever want to talk about D&D, or about world building, or encounter design, or dungeon design, or monster design, someday, maybe when we get around to like a hand cam setup, we can draw dungeon maps together or something. If D&D is a side of my brain you want to know more about, I'd be happy to be involved. Forever DM. Yup, that's me. The Venture is good for nav and ECM spamming and pylums and salamanders. Don't forget the oops all salamander build. Brick with 2 mediums launches 4 smaller bricks. Yeah. 600 cargo. Yeah. Venture, what is my purpose? Jack Starsector says. To be a brick and die. Venture. Oh my god, I'm too weak to do that. Yeah. Actually sounds cool as fuck. The Venture? Yeah, it does. We're not putting expanded cargo bay on the Venture. What did I put on the Venture? I auto-fitted it. It's covered in sabos, and I think I manually put the heavy burst laser on there. Its job is to do shield pressure and explode. Okay, so we have a few more Ordos chasing us. We have enough crew, we have enough supplies. We have more than enough story points that I could escape that way as well. Hey, but Venture is cool too. Yeah, I kind of figured you meant D&D. That was just me. Just me messing. Okay. Oh, a battle that's not got a plus difficulty to it. Okay, maybe we're going places. Maybe we can chill. Except that most of our ships are injured. Deploy the bricks! Because they have a Nova and a Brilliant in their lineup, we want everyone to ball up and not get separated. That's right, Dawn. Keep Dawn on Search and Destroy, and the Wolf on Search and Destroy so they don't... so they can be maximal distractions, and so that Dawn doesn't try and play defense. She's terrible at defense. Is there an armor version of the Monitor? The Mora is a good guess, but the Mora is a cruiser compared to a frigate, so... Oh yeah, RC Laws, good point. Vanguard. The Vanguard would be the low-tech Mora. The damper field goes strong, and honestly the 3 small missile slots on the Vanguard do a good job. But then again, you could say that the Vanguard is closer to being the low-tech Centurion. The Centurion and the Vanguard fulfill very similar fleet jobs. Alright, now we chill and we wait. Just kind of staring at the setup here. Stick the Enforcer to me. Battletech is such an all-encompassing setting that you have Death Over Dishonor, Warrior Race, Space Sun Tzu, Canopin Cat Girls, AT&T Cult. Yeah, the thing about Battletech was that it has been going for a long time. And it has had time to grow and mature, and it doesn't, as far as I know, I don't think it, like, the lore doesn't get reboots and stuff. It's not like D&D where they went on to make different campaign settings. It's all just been whatever the campaign setting of Battletech is called. Oh no, that mech. Oh no, I'm next. Oh, had a lot of breaches. We blocked them, but at what cost? Oh, hello. Hello, Brilliant. Get him. Courser down. This is the problem with having all of our ships already injured at the start of the fight, including me. I don't think he can run from us, though. Not unless he gets, like, friends like that to block for him. Okay, block those. Damn plasma cannons, man. Ow. Yeah, we're gonna drop from this. Shield the breaches. Perfect. Okay, yep, there was no... It didn't let me take the shield down after the flicker. That was all the flux we had. Alright. We were too injured for this fight, I think. Across each ship. CR or hull. Yeah, no lore reboots. Okay. I was correct on that. When they want to do something new, they just advance the timeline. The history is there. You can plan any time period you and your opponent like. Nice. Low-tech Pirate Falcon missile boats as main DPS. Valued point cost. When they add Battletech Modern, which is like Warhammer Fantasy, but it's mechs in World War III. I see. Well, I think we're cracked. Let's try again. Wherever it drops me. What time are we at? Almost 2 hours. So maybe one more fight. Nope, if we don't freeze on the load in. Okay, so this time instead... Burn away. Extended burn away, or sustained burn away. Gets us up to full readiness. We'll just keep kiting these fleets with us. Yeah, because we're flying definitely off the map with them. It's fine. Okay, let's try again. This time with a bit better healing. Pirate Eradicator is kind of underrated. Dirty Punches with 3 Thumpers and 5 Annihilator Launchers. Nice. I had not considered this power. Okay. We try the fight again. This time, Corsair just died horribly last time. Let's not deploy him straight away.
If this goes sideways, tell him I died.
Instead of trying to hold one point, we will try the normal go for everything generically and see how it goes. Plan. No, Don, you're not on escort duty. Go fight things to shoot. Go fight things to shoot. Go find things to shoot. Yeah, now like part of my brain is trying to process like how would I with the current things I have, how would I set up a camera to show you a sheet of paper and draw on it? Currently drawing blanks. Suppose we could always do it in a digital math program of some kind. Or digital drawing program, math program. What am I on about? Okay, Enforcer traded for Nova. Value. Guess now we'll deploy the Corsair. Not enough points for the Venture Dawn. No! Fool! All beams. Just keep firing the railguns. There we go. Good armor hit. Stay on that Regal. Why are all of my Hellbores not on simultaneous? Oh, they're not simultaneous firing because we have too much flux buildup. And that's why. Oh no! She got caught. Spin. Adventure. There we go. Sometimes you just have to try the fight again. And yeah, we did get some repair in, but they've also deployed their ships in a different order, which seems to be more favorable to us. It's good stuff. You've seen do hand cams just tape a camcorder to a mic stand or even a lamp. Yeah. You just kind of have to figure out a swing arm for it. It's fair. Chase them. "15 minutes until caught up." Yenner, are you watching on double speed or something? Oh no. I left Fenris alone, and like a little kid, he's been utterly destroyed. Like an unsupervised kid in a Call of Duty lobby. He fought the level 8 Colonel 100 Alpha Core and was destroyed beyond reason. He'll never play COD again. Till next weekend. Alright, Glimmer. Come here. I turn one way. Fenris is being attacked. I turn the other way. He's being attacked. Yeah. Alright. He didn't have what it took. Harpoons! Okay. Just gonna keep working on all of the other ships. Ditch that engage order. Job harpoons for the little bit of extra spike DPS there. Stay back and pepper him with the railguns till he is thoroughly seasoned. If he drops shields, punish. Get halberded. What? I didn't even see the halberd. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yes, harpoon, 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 harpoon. He's toast. Vengeance is mine. Okay. Good stuff. Remember COD days. Yep. Name something more iconic than the Fenris getting caught out of position and exploding. An onslaught getting flanked and destroyed by an afflictor. Mom, get the camera. A wolf jumping behind enemy lines by itself and dying. Yup. Horrible quality recording with Linkin Park playing so loud nothing else can be heard. Yeah, that's how we should do the drawing stream. I should just get an old, if a cassette tape even still has the music on it, like if it hasn't died due to age, magnetization wearing out, a cassette tape of Linkin Park in a boombox pointed directly at the mic. Okay. That's a fleet down. Oh, I didn't really plan to get into this giant remnant battle. Honestly, before these 4 fleets or whatever showed up, I thought we would just leave and go put our AI cores into our planets and be happy. But no! Not allowed. Okay. We still have enough crew. We could do another engagement. We're not super great on supplies. We're gonna try and put into the gate and go, like, get situated. It's been a lot of remnant fighting. and we are at the 2-hour-ish mark. So I should take another stretch break regardless. How we do. Those remnant fleets will be here for later. Production item stored. Oh, right. There was another thing that needed to be produced. Ship hulls, cruisers. Nope. Was it in the capital ships? Capital ships? There's Pigeon. That was going to go on the list. And there we go. There's Adventure DK-1 light battleship. There we go. Okay. All the toys queued up. Jump. We might get jumped on the way here, on the way to things. We also have competition with TriTac. Yeah, oh god. Okay. A little bit of a problem there. Let's manage storage first. Cargo, Manta, Griffin, nice. Oh, I've had an administrator this whole time. Get out of here. I think we install Brother Alpha. We have enough money, we can go ahead and upgrade to Orbital Works. Alpha Core. Aurora Nanoforge for value. Tech Mining already has an Alpha Core. Yeah, we're just gonna boost this up for a bit. Star Fortress, yes. Good target. Okay, then we'll just use beta cores in everything else. Okay, there we go. Grab ourselves 1,000 crew. Would you do a D&D stream? So I would be perfectly happy to do, not to run D&D on stream or play on stream and do that kind of thing, because I don't really think that making D&D gameplay into a spectacle for the camera is a healthy choice or is a healthy thing to do to the people who play in the game. Because I have a pretty hard line of like actually playing D&D and running it should be for enjoyment. And the moment we introduce an audience, that gets weird because everyone knows they are no longer just there for their own enjoyment, but they are also now going to, one way or another, either try and be entertaining for the camera or just be stupid nervous about it. Because like the only people I could run D&D for also for that theoretical thing would be my friends. I don't really enjoy running online campaigns through the internet just because the tools are different. I can't use paper maps. I can't necessarily hold people's attention by staring at them until they like refocus on the game kind of thing. There's a lot you can't do in a voice call. So there's multifacets to that. Yeah, discussion and prep stuff. No, discussion and prep stuff, definitely. We could talk about worlds, we could build towns. I'm totally fine doing all of the that kind of DM-related stuff. Because that would be just me and you guys kind of deal. Or maybe I have some friends that might like do a guest star on a podcast thing. I had one guy who actually was planning on doing a YouTube channel around D&D. I don't know if he ever got off the ground. I haven't talked to him in a couple years. He just ended up busy with work. So, but yeah, we could definitely do. Nope, we can only deploy the one ship. I guess we have friends. Are the commerce raiders, are those my own fleets, or are the commerce raiders helping? No, those aren't high tech. Those are probably my own fleets. Okay, for now, let's just do that. But yeah, we could talk prep stuff and things. Can't tell if they're deliberating their choices or being on their phone. Eh? I don't know what you mean. If an AI is tech mining, would that be archaeology or grave robbing? It depends on if AIs are living creatures, and if the thing inside the tech mine is an AI that is a living creature. Confusion. Had an ex-friend who sprung a live stream on one of our games. We wouldn't play until he put the camera away. Exactly. Like playing D&D for the crowd, like some of the big boys do, is a whole other thing. It's more of a theater performance than a normal D&D campaign. And if I was gonna just be in a theater performance, there is a community theater somewhere in this county. But nah. But yeah, we can do game theory all day. I think your fleet is a little short on Ventura C. Ventura C. Is there a new Venture variant? Ventura. Oh, carrier variant. Oh right, I forgot about this thing. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot you did this. 8 mining pod wings. Yep. AI chatbot waifu is a living being to you. Oh no, or oh yes. Congratulations. Yeah. Good evening, by the way. Hello, Shinsei. Protection from cringe, 15 feet radius. Activate now. Domain expansion, anti-cringe barrier. Nah, if you want to have an AI chatbot waifu, just do it. Just don't involve me in the process. I'll stick to being alone. Oh, that would be a really weird twist, though, to have someone, like, you know, show up to the bar or whatever and be like, oh, hey guys, yeah, I got a new girlfriend, she's great. And then he talks her up for months and months, and we finally introduce you to her, and she's just like an AI that is in a VTuber model on the other end of the screen. You would just feel like, oh man, are you okay? That's probably gonna happen in the future, right? That's probably a thing. Boom. Okay. But yeah, this is popcorn enemies. This is not a. These are commerce raiders. They're not really meant to break stations. They're meant to poach trade fleets. So this is just gonna be chilling and blasting stuff. Which, given how far we are into the stream, that's a good kind of thing to be doing. I think I've had enough sweaty remnant fights for one day. We got our rewards. Kind of want to hellbore him. Oh, nope. Went right through. Try again? Nope. Too early. That's okay. Railguns have got him. So many Tempests in the fleet. But no, Yunru, if you are still there, I did get the heavy industry up. I did queue up some interesting ships to build, to play with whenever they're done building. So we got stuff to do. Okay, we out of here. Well, okay, they're still not done, but they'll be fine. Prepare. Save. A Japanese dude married his Miku body pillow. Yeah, no, that did happen. There was also the guy that married the little hologram of Miku, and then like 4 years later, the company's product reached end of service, and she turned off, and he was really sad. And I don't say that to make fun of that guy. That's. I understand being invested in a fandom. I would never intentionally end up in that space, but it's like, man, that sucks. Alright. They had that I think you could wear it like a necklace, even the tech bros hated it. Oh. Is it just the next logical step? At least the AI says something back. Oh, see, the scary thing got to work. Filtered. Just for the record, I don't have an AI waifu. Okay, nope, no one is accusing anyone of having an AI waifu. My one day off in the internet decides to just not work. So that is terrible. Look at it this way, no messy divorce. I mean, maybe. The scary thing, though, is that it could be a thing sometimes where a person thinks that they're talking to their AI girlfriend, but sometimes, in order to make the illusion real, wouldn't it make sense for there to secretly just be a human on the other end of the line that's paid to write in the exact answers? Because that was the way the service worked before AI was a thing. Is you just had like a digital secretary that sent you a good morning kiss emoji or whatever. How do we even get on this topic? Where are we, man? But that kind of thing. So that's my other thing with like those kinds of AI programs. It's like, unless the answers are very immediate, and even then it's like, maybe sometimes there's a human on the other end. And like they have to be collecting data or something to make the predictions work. So I don't know. Question marks. It's a scary world. I prefer to be alone. I don't have to ask these questions of trust if I'm alone. Alvis in Starsector will never leave me. He'll always be there at Galatia when I need him. Chonk. Sorry, Meridian. I'm sorry. You're really cool, but you're on the wrong team today. Oh, get halberded, Arrowhead. Oh, this battle is already over. Okay. They already called the retreat. Oh, they didn't have much of a fleet to begin with. Okay. That's fine. Grab the goods. Guess we didn't actually end up clicking on the... Oh, the hegemony fleet isn't fighting us because they are... Oh, no, nope. There it goes, like normal. No, we might lose our hegemony commission here. I don't know. We'll see. But they can't have my stuff. That much I know. We'll just put that there. Let's see here. The real terror is that it's not an AI, it's actually 1,000 people. Yep. I feel if people made a little bit of fun of marrying a hologram, would save him being sad, perhaps. No, I think it's that thing of when someone is really deep into a fandom, and they encounter someone who's like, oh, your fandom is trash, those people aren't real, they're all liars and cheats, or they're all holograms. VTubers aren't people, they're monsters. Why don't you watch real streamers? When a person gets that kind of, like, being made fun of and they're extremely attached, they tend to just shell up. Like, put up the shield. Block the person who's threatened their fandom, right? And especially if you're to the point where you're marrying a Miku avatar, you're probably going to be on the block and ignore train a lot, or just be so busy talking to Miku that you're not going to pay attention to the outside world. I could see that being a thing, just being hyper isolated. Because why would I need to talk to anyone but the blue goddess? But no, I'm usually just generally against the idea of like the "oh, just toughen up, kiddo" kind of attitude, or we'll poke a little fun at him so that he can take it out in the real world. Nah, that runs the risk of like breaking people to the point where they don't want to go into the real world. Or just making them hostile and not achieving any positive outcome. But then again, what do I know? Schwink, I'm just a streamer. Alpha Chan got us to this topic. You're right, it was all because I installed the Alpha Core as the colony administrator. That actually happened, some AI startup, and it was just a bunch of outsourced people. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That could be a thing. Way cheaper to hire a bunch of people in a call center than to actually run an, air quotes, AI. Weren't even the AI robots the Elon made controlled by a bunch of people during the showcase? That would be, maybe. I don't know. VTubers are definitely monsters, but that's a compliment, isn't it? As long as they're a monster model, their VTuber models are monsters, yeah. There are a lot of Monster Girl VTubers, exactly. See, my people are here. That's bullying. Oh, okay, you meant it a different way. You're referring, for example, I got it that human contact is hard, but running away into an illusion of companionship is not the answer. Okay, so trying for like a moderate... maybe. It really depends on the situation. People don't get super wrapped up in illusions often, unless reality has failed them in some way, is my theory. And it is a lot easier to, for example, look at me. It's a lot easier for me to live stream than to try and make Starsector friends in real life, right? Where there's not like a Starsector convention or anything where we conglomerate to, you know, hang out. I don't know, maybe the devs go to conventions somewhere. I actually haven't looked. But I figured that would have been in the blog post or something. I don't know, let me know if you know. Could be fun someday. Oh. Sad Dominator noises. Hopefully we don't get in trouble with the hedge for this. If we do, we're just gonna have to source our hegemony low-tech ships by hunting the hedge. Oh yeah, Jussum has summed it up perfectly. It's a question, and the answer is maybe. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, definitely it would be... in any kind of thing, there is a more ideal outcome than whatever is currently happening. And it would be ideal if everyone could always be inching toward slightly better outcomes in all areas of life. Health, companionship, emotional maturity, and so on, like self-fulfillment, all of that. That would be ideal. That's often not how the reality goes. Okay, that ship's really far away, we're just gonna put on autopilot. Yunru also has a point. An illusion won't backstab you. Are you suggesting that we are all AI and you are not in contact with real humans via streaming? Good one, fellow human. I appreciate you streaming, thanks. Yeah, so... no, I'm not accusing anyone in the chat of being a chatbot that has been sent to my live stream to keep me company. That would be very funny, though. Imagine being a streamer and then, like, paying hundreds of dollars for AI chatbots to go into your stream and pretend to be your friend. Couldn't be me. I would never. Oh, man. But I bet you that that's something somewhere that someone will probably do at some point. And again, let's hope for better outcomes and for everyone's happiness as much as we can in that regard. That is scary to consider, but it's a lonely 21st century out there. Like, it's only a few steps away from what do they call it? The view botting, right? Where you pay for robot views on your things. Apparently that was a problem on all platforms for a while. Excuse me. It was a thing some bigger creators were talking about, but I don't think it really matters down here at the bottom. I'm too small to attract robots of any kind. Alright. Nope, wait. That guy in there. There we go. Okay, did that piss off the... Nope, we can fight inspection fleets. Okay, good to know. And how are we on crisis meter? We are now going up real fast. Nice. Right, Tritech commerce rating. I know how to resolve this relatively easily. Need Marines, which I believe we have already. More than enough space for all of them. Actually, it doesn't really matter how many we bring. But we just need some. Okay. But remember 20 minutes ago when I was like, oh, it's been 2 hours, I should probably take that stretch break before I turn into a crunchy pretzel. We're gonna do that after I finish reading chat and talking to people. Maybe I am an AI. If you were AI cores, which one would you be, guys? Oh, everyone pick your AI cores. I am programmed to deny those allegations. Good answer. That's hilarious, Yonro. Good job. I'd like to be a gamma core in a spaceport. Oh, man. We're all gonna pick our industry and our core type. Oh, it's gonna be one of those little, like, quizzes you took in high school when the internet was old. Which kind of AI core are you? Wouldn't the way station be more chill? Less noise in the void of space? Botting still is a problem. Yes, botting is a problem. Probably still is a problem. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, I was saying it was a problem. Okay, so let me rephrase. It is a problem that did come up in my YouTube feed and then disappear because the news of the week is always shifting. It is probably still a problem. Guarantee a big chunk of user bots on all platforms. Yeah, there is that theory as well of, like, site scrapers and stuff counting as views and stuff, but too much incentive to boost engagement from all parties involved. That's a good point. Everyone is incentivized to make sure that it looks like everyone is watching all the time. Streaming agencies buy their streamers' views, maybe. And I mean, non-legally speaking, yeah, probably. But the answer when accused is going to be, is there proof? Is there proof? And I don't know about any of that. I don't know of any active, like, or even how you would penalize someone for that, because it would have to be YouTube or Twitch doing the penalizing, and there's probably something in the... I should definitely have read hundreds of pages of contract about YouTube before I started doing anything. Definitely. I definitely did. Schwink. Definitely didn't skim. Anyway, let's set up the screensaver fight. And I am going to go get something to drink and twist my spine back into a semblance of normalcy. We did Ludic Path today. We fought a lot of Remnant. We fought the Hegemony. Let's do a Tritac group. Not an Odyssey. Rather see if they do a Paragon while I'm gone. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, there's a... Well, I don't know. I'll get back to it. I'll see if I have any coherent thoughts in about 4 or 5 minutes. I shall return. Okay. I guess we did it. With relatively low losses. Good job, us. Okay, where are we here? Ends up screwing over the small guys and sponsors, get a streamer with seemingly huge fan base. Maybe. I honestly don't think that it does, like, in context of me being a small guy, I don't think some other streamer getting a bunch of botted views hurts me at all. And part of that is you said sponsors. I'm not looking to get sponsors. There's no business email, there's no way to reach me other than through commenting on the channel, coming to this live stream, or messaging through Discord. I think you can leave messages on my Patreon, but no one goes there, so that's fine. But yeah, just so the people that want to inflate their numbers and get sponsors, they can go do that off in their corner. But because the viewers aren't real people, it doesn't hurt me, because what I need in the end, whether you're a lurker or a video watcher, VOD watcher, anything, I need real people, actual viewers. Because the point is not just to make sponsor money, the point is to build a community, and yes, the attention the community provides to the channel through YouTube does generate some income, but I would much rather be in a symbiotic relationship with a fan base than in an inflated number game exploitation minigame primarily targeted around sponsorships. And that's just that kind of thing. Goes to the left here. Coherent thoughts? You've transcended them years ago. That's probably the way to do things, honestly. Let's just set these up like that, nice and lazy. We'll just let the wolf go do dumb stuff. Alpha Core in light industry. Ah, I see you've completed your what Alpha Core am or what core am I survey. You're going to invent entirely new drugs that humanity isn't ready for. Usher in a new era of peace and enlightenment. Other guy, Breton tags you and says hedge inspection. Justum, your internet is back. Congratulations. Fairpoint increases the line for getting a sponsor because the data is skewed. Maybe. I don't honestly know how the data, because I don't have data on how hard it is to get sponsors because I've never bothered. So I don't have any counter debate point there. It's just like, if you know how it works, fine. I don't know how it works. But I will say that in abstract, I agree that if it's like sponsors are only looking at people with 500 viewers, right, or something, then if you're inflating your numbers over 500, then that would be how you would get in. And if that then raises the bar to they only look at people with 600, then yes, those who can't accumulate those viewers either legitimately or through numbers manipulation are going to not get the attention of whoever's doing it that way. That does make sense to me. I just don't know the actual like data of how that looks in actual execution with actual channels. You'd be a Delta Core, in charge of enhancing efficiency of a mud skipper. Oh no, you'd probably die to a pirate mule eventually. No. Can a mud skipper truly be any more efficient than it already is? It's just a tin can. A tin can full of cargo and hopes and inevitably to be scrapped. Or to be, like, taped together into whatever forms a buffalo. No, my Merlon. What are we focusing on out there? Oh, the Dominator. Because if the AI turned the Arquebus to engage the Onslaught, we would get flanked by the Dominator. I see why it's made this choice, but it's far too cautious. Stop being a baby. Turn to the right. Shoot that Onslaught in the back. Honorably. Exactly. Boom, right in the engines. Oh, it didn't disable. Next one. Okay, and now he faces us. Quite literally, turning to face us. Let's just maneuvering jets backward. Boom! Correct. Okay, we're still in his range. That's okay. We have a head start on chewing through his armor. Oh, and he's trying to prioritize not taking damage instead of dealing damage. He's probably regretting his choices. Crunch. Harpoons, because I have them, why not? Oh, whoa. Yeah, we're gonna take those on the nose. Taking damage is better than being overloaded, unless it's the last sliver of damage you take. Harpoons! Light autocannon, dual MGs. Okay, yeah, he's probably gonna eat most of the harpoons then. So no one installed flak cannons on him. Alright. Done. Good enough. Relationship with hegemony slightly down. 94. Okay. Before I lose the aggregation of the data, I actually wanted to, yeah, see the remnant battle. The big remnant battle we did. This one? Yeah, this one. Ducky, me. 65% of total damage dealt to fleet. Telling you, the Arquebus might be good. Might be good. Let's check the other battles. 59% damage. 45%. 50%. 57%. And the other thing I wanted to look at was the grayed out weapons are the ones that are under, air quotes, underperforming. Collision by shield. Performing as expected on damage dealt. Okay. Yeah, the railguns are really doing the carry. They're half of our total damage. Hellbores are fine. So yeah, we might look at replacing anything that's marked grayed out here that's not also point defense. Like, it's fine if the point defense isn't dealing optimal amounts of damage. That means it's just not being used. But the harpoons, the pylums, we could trade out and maybe get something better going on. So too here, like, we could use the same tool to work on every ship in the fleet. How did our stats look there in the hedge battles? Harpoons and pylums grayed out. Theoretically, we can do more. Like Ducky, I'm a beta core in charge of entertainment. Yeah, basically, we work in the commerce industry, but we're not in charge of it per se. We're just installed in various televisions. We can't leave, and therefore we must scream. And by scream, I mean make entertainment. Televisions have no arms and legs. A short life and a merry one. Bartholomew Roberts AC. Oh, Armored Core AC. Got it. Black flag. Honorable back shots on an onslaught. Exactly. Collision by shield should always be grayed out. Yeah, probably. One would hope. Jussum is going to be an alpha core in population infrastructure in a free port to increase organ production and reduce organ demand. Eventually creating a population from extra organs like Kenshi's skin bandits. Is it still a human population if they are all skeletons covered in skin? The air feels great in my nostrils, don't you agree? How can I agree with the air in your nostrils, brother? Oh, AC Assassin's Creed. Okay. That makes more sense now that I look at now that my brain like registers Black Flag and I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's how Armored Core titles their games. You're right. That's Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the pirate one. Which I haven't played many Assassin's Creed games since the first one. Armored Core Black Flag. Yeah, I was thinking like a Black Flag operation, like the operation type. Like a Black Op kind of deal or something, you know? Armored Core games are great too, though. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching my friends play Armored Core. I just never got into it myself. It was also not a game I had as a kid, so there's no nostalgia there. Where are we at now? 2 hours 40 minutes. Got combat results. Right. Did any of our other fun things get built? No. What? It's probably building all the weapons first, isn't it? Yeah, Junie, use okay, yeah, it hasn't built any of the fun ships yet. Ugh. Okay. That's okay. Those are going to be the subject of future streams anyway, I guess. That bounty has ended. This one, however, is up. Can we crack double Invictus? Probably? Fires of Rubicon, game of year when it came out. Armored Core 6 made you feel 12 years old again? Nice. Yeah, for me, unfortunately, like my kid games for console, it was just Halo. Halo, and there was a time when I played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Melee, but those days are behind me. It got weird when my friends started talking about going professional, and I was like, what do you mean professional? I thought we just play a funny game. And it became clear that there was a mismatch of expectations at that point. But played a lot of Halo. Really liked the first 2 Halo games. But most of my time was on PC with such storied titles as Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3 and StarCraft Brood War. All the old good Blizzardy games. Dope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, there's the fleet. I was like, I don't want to colonize the planet, but no, the fleet is on top of us, but I can't see them in the underlay. They're just hidden in the magnetics. Okay, let's go. 14% difficulty should be potato easy compared to what we've been doing. Go ahead and deploy the Venture so he can feel like he's helping. I'm not even gonna try and keep the Fenris alive anymore. I'm done tonight dealing with him. If he lives, he lives. If he dies, he dies. Yeah, Halo Combat Evolved, baby. Exactly. Halo Combat Evolved. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in the back. Gotta get around those energy shields, son. Yep, good times. A little bit further back in the timeline, there was a game on N64 that I played extensive, thousands of hours probably. Little old, like, middle school me, early high school me, and that was Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark by Rare, the N64. That was how I learned to play shooter games. That is why every shooter game, for the most part, that I play in the modern age feels like a cakewalk. Because you don't have to handle an N64 controller. Oh, hammers. Blocked. I reject your hammers and raise you hellbores. Correct. He thinks he's out of range. He's not. Whoa! Take some of that on the side. Guess we'll have to deal with closer targets. Venting buddies. Me first, though. Okay. Slightly. God, man, there was another game I was gonna talk about. I've forgotten already. I've lost the memory. Gosh, I played a lot of Pokemon on Game Boy. Man. See, with Pokemon, I could see how much playtime I had because the save file tracked that, right? And so I can tell you that I played 400 hours of Pokemon Red before the memory battery died. And then a similar amount in Pokemon Gold. That was the days. They're not quite as engaging as they were to childhood me, just because there's not as much going on, or there isn't a lot really going on in the game that I haven't already done. And the moment-to-moment stimulation is more nostalgia fuel than it is me being interested in the gameplay. They're not hard games. I know. ROM hacks can make them hard. I can hear you already. Let's see here. Fighting mechs with dual Zimmerman shotguns, switching to Moonlight Blade, yeah. Twin Spear's description is a reference to Sergeant Johnson, lol, excellent. How to fix Fenris, remove engines attached to flagship by cord. First and only console you didn't buy with your money was a PSP. Yeah, I wasn't really in... I was firmly entrenched in Nintendo when it came to handhelds, even... And the PSP came fairly late in my... I was almost out of high school, I think, when the PSP was around, roughly, somewhere in that. My friends had them, but I never got into it, because it was like, no, I already have a DS. And what do you mean we're not just playing on our computers at this stage? Get back here, Invictus. Come on. Time to drop. There we go. No extra... Ooh, hammers. Okay. Good. Don't think youngins truly appreciate how far console has come in terms of FPS controls. Indeed. Ended up growing up on Flash games and CDs from cheap gaming magazines. Oh, man. I didn't... I'll talk about the internet here in a minute. Still remember GoldenEye and Medal of Honor on the N64. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Yeah, GoldenEye I didn't like as much because GoldenEye didn't have bots. Perfect Dark let me play against the computer in skirmish mode and like set up my own scenarios. And so I was all over that as a kid. I had the like the little N64 expansion pack that made the memory bigger, so I had eight bots in my Perfect Dark game. And I did it all sorts of ways. Put them on 2 teams, put them on 4 teams, capture the briefcase, deathmatch, team deathmatch, you name it, I tried it. Whereas GoldenEye was dependent on convincing 3 friends to come over and sit down specifically to play GoldenEye. And even during the N64 era, I was competing against those friends wanting to just play Smash Bros. Or Pokemon Stadium. Which Pokemon Stadium also had the downside of, well, only 2 people can play at a time. Chunked. Sorry, Cassius. This thing is just too good. Wait for the damper field to drop. Boom. Up, he has more charges. Okay. We wait. We have more Hellbores than he has charges of damper field. There we go. Poor drone attendee, you're about to be cooked, fried. Okay. Got a homebrew PS3 to play original Armored Core on, experience the shit controls, yeah. How spoiled things are with save anywhere quick saves versus password systems like on Doom 64. Yep. Don't know how many people know of this game, but Conflict Desert Storm was your jam as a kid. I have never heard of it. Pokemon Stadium is full of more life than modern 3D Pokemon. Yeah, that's... Modern Pokemon is an experience. I remember watching my buddy play Legends of Arceus, and our conclusion was basically like, is this in early access? What did they... Why didn't they, like, flesh all this out a bit more? Kind of deal. And no hatred toward Pokemon as a franchise or anything, just kind of like mild disappointment. And for me, the games that I feel fondly about are always going to be those top-down 2D bit-tune kind of things, Generation 1 and 2. So I've never... I did play... I think on 3DS is what it was on. I played a bit of... Alpha Sapphire, I think? The Sapphire remake? And that was fun. It was alright. That was also during the lockdown when options were, oh god, Mark 9s. Just nothing but Mark 9s on you. During the lockdown when there wasn't really a lot of things and I just kind of needed time sinks. Alright, we're just gonna keep taking the Mark 9s on the armor then. And pummel him till he can't hit back no more. Deploy the Dominator, because we are dominating. Oh man, I think I can get away with just... Is Unreal Tournament too full of blood to stream? Oh, of course, the moment I accidentally tap the shield button, we're overloaded. Not that he can deal significant damage to me anyway, because armor. It's not like he can switch to, yeah, he's using pylums, not mervs, so... Oh, I guess he does have those. Those launch hammers, that's something. Enemy fleet defeated. Not yet, they're not. Now they're defeated. Alright. Good talk, Luddic Church Bounty. There, that's the menu I thought had popped up, but yeah, we didn't even get to see them approach. Throw that metal back into space. Alright. Does anyone know of the Dragon or Epic Battle Fantasy series? I feel like I've heard the name before. Against 3 Hellbores, there's a limit to what Morris Damperfield can do to protect it. Yes, this is true. Defeated. Yep, chopped. Considering people stream Brutal Doom, oh yeah, if people are streaming Brutal Doom with the gore on default, then yeah, I could probably do whatever I want on YouTube if that's the case. Problem with Unreal Tournament is there's not really a narrative, but it might be nice to go back for an hour or two and see how we do with the disc launcher and the flak cannon and all that, and see the old levels. I love the level design for especially the capture the flag levels, a lot of them in original Unreal Tournament, or Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition, I should say. Last time I peeked in on the GOG version that I have, it still ran on Windows 10 without any changes, so it might be something to consider in the future. I don't have that set up for right now. Sell that. Fuel. Oh, the game music isn't on. I had it turned off to record the edited run, the Mayasur Navy run, because it doesn't, music doesn't sound good when you cut it up for editing. But yeah, can't visit Arma without the song, right? Anything fun for sale? Nope. Commander at private table. Appy. Nah. Pirate raids. Ooh, ship bounty. Or not ship bounty, system bounty with unsurveyed planets. Let's have a gander. What time are we at? Almost 3-hour mark. Which UT you thinking? Yeah, it was just called Unreal Tournament Game of the Year Edition. It was something I had access to all the way back in like 2002, so it was probably the 1999 release, or the 2000 release. Just don't hit the offend button in the first 15 minutes, or the algorithm, I see. The OST is worth it, not to say the gameplay is bad. Referring to Epic Battle Fantasy. Yeah, I have no idea on that one. That one's on you guys. Apparently I've been down here before. Probably in my quest for that high danger system. You don't play it for the gameplay, you're in it for the memes and jiggle physics. Oh, I see. I see. Alright. Theoretically, there are a research station. What was I doing last time I was here if I didn't grab the research station? Grab the goodies, we'll just do all the surveys and stuff and chill out. If there's a pirate fleet, oh yeah, like that one is large enough. Hey! Hey, they have a pigeon. There it is. There it is. It's got 8 bays of mostly Trident bombers. Let's go. It's an awful suspicious pirate. I feel like this is a bounty that's here, because they're kind of, Persian League themed. We'll see. We'll see if there's an extra payout on top or anything. Deploy. Dominator with us. Swords are cool too. Yeah. I don't know. I've lived a life. Many games. Many games behind me. That's why it's called a pigeon. I don't actually remember why it's called a pigeon. Then again, I may just be starting to feel tired. Maybe it was discussed earlier. But no, I think it just got named a pigeon because it was like a funny progression from like griffin, heron, eagle, and then the biggest of them all is just a derpy giant pigeon. We ran out of birds of prey in the Persian League naming scheme. Shoot the debris. Bonk. There we go. Nope, blocked again. Okay. The griffin gets to live. No, he didn't die on that volley. Okay. There we go. Turn. Good job, Dominator. And Mecha. And he's gone. Deal with the monitor using the power of railguns. There we go. Something with an armor gun. Or a hellbore. An actual threat. Not for long. Ow, until I get overloaded. Because I was a fool. I was too busy lining up shots. No. It's okay, I'm not punished. I just won't put up my shield then. Biggest brained low-tech strat. Where's the pigeon? How many more small ships must we destroy? So it drops on your fleshly green ships, and it's big, fat, and slow. Yup. The triple cannon is an existence remover. Yes, it is. It really is. There's probably a good reason in the vanilla game that we do not see things getting 3 ballistic mounts that overlap very often or at all. Aren't you tanky? Get out of here. Oh, I thought he would die on that volley. Good enough. Pylum got him. I'm telling you, the pylums are good. They do damage once armor is stripped. We'll just point at these guys before they kind of get too much behind us. Yeah, don't know. They don't seem inclined to deploy the pigeon yet. Don't see a lot of large ballistics in general, only 2 cruisers in vanilla with large ballistics, yeah. This is also true. Chonk. That little guy has taken more hellbores than some cruisers. What is this? Turtle. 8,000 hull. Yunru's midline. Yunru, it's so durable. It's hilarious. Unfortunately, it's out of hull now. Whiffed. Alright. We'll just go back toward the front now. Bored now. Looking for slower things to... Oh no, Fenris, what are you doing? Nothing as usual. He did a lot better when we had the watchdogs boosting his shield efficiency through the roof. Must be a stray? Maybe. Kinda want to learn modding just to make a ship that is a brick that gets thrown at enemies with recoil from a damageless gun. Orion drive with more steps. Venture Luddic path. Yeah, if you just want to throw a brick down lane, drive a Luddic path venture. No weapons, just headbutt. Only headbutt. Another champion. We do have the sensor chamber marked for capture, we're not holding it. Don't know why. Those are gravitron beams, okay. If they were ion beams, I might keep up the shield, but we can take gravitrons. By themselves, they ain't gonna do much. Arjuna. So many ships. It's a lot of wasps. Have they deployed the pigeon? Maybe. Yep, there he is. Oh, Goss. Triple Goss. Alright. More worried about those bombers. Oh, they all have dragon fires. Okay. I see. And lined up. Oh, right on his Escort wing. Bonk. Well, if we have to push him to the wall, I will. A little bit of trouble all over the map behind us, but we're doing stuff. Oh, don't get dragon fired. Ah. Okay, kind of have to drop the shield now. Good. Didn't get dragon fired. Incoming Trident Swarm, indeed. Nope. Oh no. The pigeon has been overloaded. And all he has to defend himself with is Devastators. Womp womp. It's okay. We will build a better pigeon at home later, maybe. Probably not this stream. We are at the 3-hour mark. The magic words of, I should probably go to bed soon. Or at least stop streaming and, like, do other things. Okay, that's defleeted. Defleeced? They may go. I'm taking all their stuff. Okay, yeah, there was a proper bounty in there, and then we got commission, and then we got 70k from the fleet bounty itself that we accepted. So that's really good credit value. Good stuff. Okay. Surveys, research stations... Mithuna, exploration battle cruiser. We'll just zip around and do all these surveys and see where I'm at. Plus 20 viewers, maybe. Isn't the Arjuna the one with the big screw-off triple turret? Maybe. Arjuna. This is the one we were looking at. Deploys the artillery drone. Has a randomized weapon. Has a Grand Diva. Yeah, that looks like a big triple screw-off cannon. Triple interlinked Gauss cannon, yep. Much DACA. Pirate blueprint. Oh, we don't have that yet? Alright. We do now. A goblin. Okay. Volcanic world. Might as well save. Don't remember if I did yet. Much Gauss. Many cannon. Such wow. You know, that might have been the ideal, like, branding choice for me, would be to use the little yellow Shiba dog. But I have already chosen my YouTube channel picture. Oh yeah, there was something else we needed to add to this if I have it. No, I don't have Ventura prints. Just Ventures. Sad. Oh, more loot. Drifting loot. Still no level 7 officers at all. Only level 5s. Roarin' Expedition, targeting me. Why though? Colony's market share in exports of heavy armaments. Expedition's forces are outmatched, likely to be defeated in orbit. Stumbling around, Lunaman. Oops, sorry, bumped the mic. I feel like this was a thing I was supposed to have turned off. Yeah, the old punitive expeditions function. You probably won't get rid of that one, but we're just gonna turn that off for a more chill experience in the future. This is the mess around file, not the sweat over colony stuff file. Ugh, dang it. I'm alive. One more planet, one more planet. Okay. We didn't encounter any other fun large fleets, but that was good value. Ducky. Dog. Yup. Yeah, and then I could put like a little rubber duck on top of it. Oh yeah, make Sheeb into a hat. I was thinking of making the ducky into the Sheeb's hat. Yep, but either way. Alright, so as you could tell, I have closed out the game. I am actually slightly tired, so it wasn't a lie this time. I am probably actually headed for bed, and definitely headed for the end of the stream. So, capitalist warmongers must learn of our peaceful ways by force. Yeah, Jussum, that's the way. Yep. Oh yeah, because of the Aurorans sending the expedition toward me. Yep. Yeah, it's been good. It has been an honor and a pleasure, and very fun. And I will catch you all in the next one. And keep your eyes peeled. There will be more edited episodes for the Mayasaran Navy little playthrough this week. I think I am ready to be back on the ball on working on proper edited videos. Yeah, good night everyone. Taking it easy. Yep. Okay. So I will see you all in the next one. Good night.